Okay. Are we good? Are we live right now? Because again, like it looks like we're good right now. I had to fucking do so many like gymnastics to get this shit working. Is the audio coming in good? I see that I got Warwolf, Black Brick. Guys, let me know how the audio is coming in right now. Because man, oh man, that was some gymnastics that I had to go through in order to get this freaking audio situation working. That was all good. Fucking finally, Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. That was infuriating. That was infuriating, man. Jeez, especially because it's like I didn't even like change the settings right initially. Like I didn't even change the settings at all right when I started streaming. It should have been the same, right? It should have been absolutely the same when we started. But somehow I talked to Cisco over the phone. He was saying that OBS had updated and completely changed his settings. So and it apparently didn't save when he made the fixes for it. So cool technology, you know what I mean? Like freaking ugh, I'm so mad. I am so mad. You guys don't understand. I am so frustrated right now. Cuz we had a good crowd going too that were nice and ready to go. Dude, I'm so upset. But regardless, hello everyone right now. Black Brick, um Warwolf, Feisty Kitten, Denyable Bane. How is everyone doing? Again, let everyone know that the stream has been fixed. I was able to go ahead and put something together, and it seems to be a lot better now. It seems a whole lot better. Seen a whole lot of hand movement. Yeah, Warwolf. Yeah, sorry about again, guys. I was not in charge of setting up the streaming equipment. That was not my job. I was not the one that messed up. But it is what it is. All we can do is move forward and fix what's there, right? Turtle Boy. Okay, that's so much better. All right, sweet. Jesus, man, the headache that caused me. Oh my God. And again, guys, if this is going to be a Q&A live stream, so if you have any Airsoft related questions, feel free to go ahead and let me know down in the live chat. Put the letter Q right in front of your questions. Makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to go ahead and see. And you guys saw the title of the live stream itself, max your chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway, right? Absolutely, that is going to be the case, right? Every $50 that you spend for this stream, only during this live stream period, right? Every $50 spent will get you 5 chances of winning the $1,800 shopping spree giveaway. Again, that's going on tomorrow. The shopping spree giveaway is tomorrow. It's every Thursday, guys, so it's happening tomorrow, and it's been stacked to $1,800. So every $50 you spend, 5 entries. So again, I have a little example right here. $50, right? There's going to be 5 entries. However, you reach up to $100 a little more, it's going to be 10 entries. Reach up to 1,000, for example, that's 100 entries. You guys get the idea. Think multiples of 50. But yeah, make sure to go ahead and share this info around with as many people as you possibly know. Remember, anyone that you know that wants to get into Airsoft, anyone that you know that currently plays, let them know to go ahead and swing on by this live stream, ask their Airsoft-related questions, and I'll happily get them helped out as well. If they're looking for product recommendations, if they are looking for my opinions on certain guns, if they are looking for maybe just to go ahead and hang out and talk about Airsoft. If you guys attended the last BB Wars event, Air Revival, that was definitely fun. Let me know what your thoughts are about it. If you wanted to go ahead and see improvements, let me know what we can do to improve it as well, because BB Wars is going to be continuing to happening in California specifically as well. We are trying to go ahead and get another SoCal event organized fairly soon, within the next 6-7 months. We're hopefully we can go ahead and get that going as well. But let us know what you guys would like to see in terms of improvement, or maybe for the next one. If you guys have never been, you can ask us what that is as well. But if you want to increase your odds even more, make sure to go ahead and place your orders for the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box, right? Going for $165 right now. That is very, very cheap, actually, y'all. Considering you could win some pretty fucking amazing products off of this YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. We've granted wish requests off this thing before. Like, we've been able to grant people's wish lists off of this bad boy. So again, $165 right now, YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. You're going to get 15 chances of winning $1,800 as part of tomorrow's shopping spree, so don't miss out. And if you can't already, but if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this live stream. Really helps me out a lot. Again, looks like we got a few viewers already, but only 4 likes. Only four. Come on, guys. Let's go ahead and bump those numbers up. I want to see that number increase. Same thing with the viewer count. I want this to be shared around with as many people as you possibly can, right? Because again, we might as well go and hang out with the rest of the menu. Because again, we've had winners win off of taking advantage of the promos during this specific live stream. So again, you guys aren't going to be able to win and get those extra chances if you don't participate. So make sure that you do so while you guys can. Again, if you have any questions, make sure to let me know down in the live chat. Warwolf Airsoft. Will this live last longer than 4 minutes? Probably. It probably will. Let's see here. Black Brick. Okay, good. Nice. Chaplain Mystery. Absolutely. Posted on Discord. Thank you, Black Brick. Thank you, Black Brick. RJV Studios. What's going on, man? Turtle Boy. Okay, yeah, I'm just glad that, honestly, that the audio is coming in nice and solid this time around, because that was incredibly frustrating. again, like, and everyone's gonna make the joke too. It's like, oh yeah, you're such a boomer. Which normally, yes, I would agree with you, but this time I can attest to it. It was not my fault. I did not set this up. I did not set that up. That was not my fault. That was not my B. Okay, yeah, Nathan, so much better. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? But yeah, guys, if you didn't hear, again, YouTube unboxing mystery box available right now, 165 on sale, and 15 entries. That is freaking good. That is freaking good. Actually, that's another like good question. Like, when it comes to the mystery boxes, let's say that you guys, do place, if you haven't already, right? If you haven't placed your order for one and you do decide to, what is the one thing that you would be requesting for in your mystery box as well? Like, if I was promoted to customer, for example, right? If I was promoted to customer and I could make a request for one, I don't know if I would want to go and put anything specific, right? I think the move really is put down like what you're looking for in terms of like search criteria. You know what I mean? So it's like, instead of just being like, oh, hey, I want 10 like KWA Ronin T10s, or I want like 3 Octurus SP1 carbines, right? Like, obviously, that's not really realistic. But if you were to put down, say, something like along the lines of, hey, I've been playing for X amount of years, I'm so used to this platform, I want to change things up. What platform would you recommend? Or maybe, can you hook me up with a good platform that's easy to build out? But that's not just your run-of-the-mill Mayo AR, right? Rather, just your Mayo M4 that you see everywhere, right? If I see like a request like that, I'm sure Cisco does the same thing too. When Cisco sees requests like that, he does his damnedest to make sure that he grants those requests. But again, just got to be realistic. Don't be asking for like 3 micro guns, you know what I mean? Like, that's just ain't no way, right? Ain't no way. Jaren Hatch finally caught a live stream. It's been a minute. What's going on, Jaren? Haven't seen you in a hot minute as well. Again, it is very good to see you as well. Daniela, I made a purchase about a week ago, and one of my items is no longer in stock, so how can I get this issue resolved? Tried calling and left an email. So if you left a email, then obviously, the RMA department will be getting back to you. If you want to get a response sooner, what I would highly recommend, Daniela, would be to DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, or our Discord server, with your order number. It has to be DMs, though. You don't want to give out that order number to anyone. DM us with your order number, and we can get that taken care of you. We can get that taken care of. If you wanted to go and swap that out for something else, if you wanted to go and get that refunded, or if you wanted to go and get store credit issued, any of those options are going to be possible for you, but you have to go ahead and DM us directly. Again, you can wait on the email if you want to, but I would personally, just to get things moving a little bit faster, just DM us directly. Again, any of our social media platforms will work for you. Act right. Boomer. All right, act right. I see you, right? Next time when you act right are hoping like, oh, can I get this thing shipped out? I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I'm such a boomer. I don't really know how to ship. Well, how does that work? I'm going to do that to you, act right, next time. I'm going to do that to you. Oh, God.
Don't worry, act right. I got you. I'll ship it out for you.
I got Sigma just bombing the actual stream. Thank you. What's the IG account? So there's actually 2 accounts for IG, but the main one that you want to get a hold of is going to be airsoftgi.com. That's airsoftgi, just airsoftgi, DOTCOM.com, right? That's our Instagram handle. DM us directly with your order number, and yeah, we can totally get that taken a look at for you, bro. We can 100% get that issue resolved for you. Let's see here. I know there's another question. How can I become a mod? Blackbrick. I think Cisco had mentioned it last time that I think in terms of moderators for both our Discord and for our YouTube channel, we are actually pretty good, I think, in terms of mods. However, I mean, at the end of the day, we always appreciate the work that you put in, Blackbrick, as far as, like, spreading the word. We hope every member of the Mayo Gang does that, right? Spreading the word of all the amazing promos that we do, all the amazing sales that we have, all the new products to hit the site, all the amazing stuff that happens at GI. We always appreciate whenever the Mayo Gang members do that. But I think in terms of just actual specific moderators, I don't think we're currently looking for some. However, Blackbrick, if we are, we'll probably end up just letting you know. But I don't think we are currently. I think we are a little full in terms of our mods that we have for both our Discord server and for our YouTube live chat. But again, like, if a spot does open up, you are definitely on the list of guys that we've looked at before. Joseph Latavia. Oh no, I missed it. No, Joseph, you didn't miss anything. You did not miss anything. It was just a matter of getting back on stream and getting back on track. Because again, that whole mic setup was infuriating, absolutely infuriating. Let's see. Sigma, what the fuck are you doing? He's right next to me. Sigma's literally right next to me. He's like, how do I look as good as you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up, bro. Jesus, that's hilarious. That's really. Here's what you do. first and foremost, you got to slam your face in the doorway a couple times. Make sure it's nice and disconfigured, right? Make sure it's pretty ugly, and then you're good to go, right? And then also just eat tacos for like every single meal, and eat cheeseburgers at every opportunity you get. There you go. Gain a little bit of weight, right?
Bro acts like I don't eat cheeseburgers at every opportunity I get.
That's true. That's facts. That's actually facts. Brent, I will say, now that I'm like doing a lot more physical activities, right, and working out more, Brent and I are definitely the type of people that we can, for the most part, eat whatever we want, and we'll probably burn it off. I'm just at this frustrating stage where I can't lose any more than I'm currently at, but I also don't gain any more. I'm in a constant state of misery.
Can we trade position? I want more weight.
No, you don't. Oh, it's so hard for me. Everything I wear fits me. I don't have to worry about things being too tight.
Yeah, I have the opposite problem of everything being too loose. Either the pants are too short or they're too wide on the waist.
Joseph Lodivia, SpongeBob and Squidward. Lol, what the fuck? I feel like Brendan's more of a Squidward.
Yeah, you're SpongeBob.
I'm SpongeBob. I'm really squared. That's fair. Jared Hatch as I'm looking for a fixed extended magazine well for a 6-hour M17 either in black or FD. I have been looking at a few real steel ones, but not sure if they're compatible with mine or not. I haven't tested the real steel one. However, I mean the M17s are supposed to be 1-to-1, so I believe with a little bit of fitment you should be able to. I believe with a little bit of fitment, just looking at the sizing, it might be possible to do it. What I would say, if anything, DM us, Jaren, with the picture of the one that you want to go ahead and put on, because I don't think we have, say, magwell for M17s, at least not that I remember. Yeah, I don't believe there's an M17 magwell. Let me double check. I'm going to double check just to do my due diligence, right? But I do not believe that we currently sell one, like an extended one or anything. I would probably recommend maybe doing the real one and then just like having it fitted out for it. Yeah. It looks like we're not gonna really have anything for an M17 as far as a magwell for it. So what I would suggest, Jaren, would just be like maybe go with the real one and then just file it down if you need to. That's probably what I would suggest. That's probably the most like straightforward option. Let's see here. Thanks. I'll be waiting. Of course, Black Brick. No, of course, Black Brick. Okay. By the way, Black Brick, it was very cool to meet you at BB Wars. It was actually very, very cool to finally put a face to the name. It was very, very cool meeting you at BB Wars. I was surprised. I thought it was you that had messaged us with pictures of like your homemade riot shield. I was totally expecting to come across that on the field. I was totally expecting that. Let's see here, make sure it's going through. What the hell? Fidel Sigma, I can give you some of mine. Dude, that's hilarious. Dude, that is absolutely hilarious. Ronald Hoover, what's going on, man? What's going on? No new naughty? Nice, I see you. Okay, so what the fuck? DJ, I don't know what you're saying. What the hell? I don't understand this Zoomer speak. Lol. Joseph, lol, when he slammed the door. Oh, okay. Handsome Squidward. Yes. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, that's how Handsome Squidward happened. I love when he became handsome, right? He's like, all right, how are we going to reverse this? All right, keep slamming my face in the doorway. Oh, no, he's even more handsome. That's absolutely hilarious. Daniel Torres says, what are your thoughts on using Cry Precision loadout compared to Emerson or Condor gear? So first of all, again, it was kind of talking about this during last night's stream, Daniel, that like when it comes to like tactical gear, using like I don't know what it is that like people think Condor is like an Airsoft brand. Condor is not an Airsoft brand. Like it is 100. You can look this up. Condor manufactures for real steel stuff, and honestly, it works very, very well. I know plenty of law enforcement agencies who've used Condor for literally years, right? Literally years, both for their personal stuff and the stuff they're issued, right? They've made bulk orders with us for Condor equipment. It's fairly affordable, right, at the end of the day, and it's still really good quality, right? So if you're asking, like, comparing, though, Cry versus that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's one of those things, right, where it's like, do you really want to spend that much money for a plate carrier that's essentially going to do the same thing? Because I've used both, right? I've ran, like, the Cry stuff before. I've used Condor. I've used, like, other brands like Emerson or even, like, Lancer Tactical, and I've used them in a Milsim setting where I'm playing for, like, 3 days straight. Oh, what's up? He's just standing right behind me. It's very, very concerning. Your opinion's wrong. Anyway. You shut the fuck up. No, he runs gear from Airsoft GI. But no, when it comes to like, you know, Cry versus everything else, like Cry is cool. Don't get me wrong. Like I look at a lot of the Cry stuff and it's like, yeah, it looks cool, but is it worth it for the regular player? Is it worth it even if you're going to be playing Milsim? Sometimes it is, right? But at the end of the day, like you don't have to go with Cry specifically. You can go with Condor and it will last all the time. That we've taken plenty of products out, Cry included, Cry branded stuff out to like Milsim West before and run it through the gauntlets, right? Because we're a fairly active team in terms of how we move. We try not to stay stagnant for very long. We try to move and get as much action in as we possibly can. And we find that a lot of times, just because the item is more expensive doesn't mean that it's a better quality or that it's better suited for longer play, right? In fact, a lot of times what we notice is that a lot of the stuff that you might not have thought of originally, like a lot of the more affordable, quote unquote, knock-off gear, right, actually holds its own very well, very, very well, right? So a lot of it is just product testing and just sorting out what's good, what isn't. But as far as like you have to go with that for airsofting, not really. It's cool that you have it, and if you have the means for it, then sure, why not? But it doesn't mean that it's always going to be the best option. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's keep scrolling through. I know there's a few more questions. You Isaias forgot to bring the shield. Yeah, honestly, like I was like, did he forget to bring it, or maybe he just decided not to? Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Because I saw that and I was fully expecting to come across that shield. Because I would have been like, just seen that and be like, oh yeah, Blackbrick, hold this shield down here. I'm gonna go behind you. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop up with my LMG and just lay down some hate. That would have been cool. That would have been sick. All right, let's see. Let's keep going through. Gnarls asks, got any boot recommendations? I just wasted mine at MSW this weekend. Oh, Gnarls, how was MSW, dude? How was it? I genuinely did want to go this weekend, but unfortunately, I told them SE Village and GI Boys are up here, right? I told us specifically, not to do MSW at the same weekend as I do BB Wars the same weekend as MSW, right? Just because, again, it would be conflict of scheduling. But unfortunately, SE Village, didn't want to go out and listen to us. And, it is what it is. But I really wanted to go. So how was it, dude? I'm actually very curious to see what your experience was like. I saw some of my team members did go. Not a whole lot, very few. Some of my teammates did go. And it seemed like they had a lot of fun. It's George Air Force Base, so, it's always a cool AO. But as far as boot recommendations, I've been having a lot of good experiences so far with, oh my god. Is it Under Armour? The what is it? Let me type this up. Under Armour Valdez? Is it the Valdez? Or what's the actual name of the boots themselves? I know it's I believe it's Under Armour that I'm actually using right now. I've had those for a little over a year now. Or is it Valstez? Let's see. Under Armour boots. Das boots. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Under Armour boots. Let's see here. I mean, pretty much at the end of the day, like as far as like as long as it's comfy, that's the biggest thing, right? It doesn't even have to be boots. As long as it's a hiking shoe, a hiking boot that's fairly lightweight, that's like got to be the best thing that you can go with because they're comfy. They're meant to work for longer periods of time. Like that's what I would typically recommend, right? I don't think we have those anymore. I think it was the Under Armour Valdez like boots that I've had for a while. Those are actually really cool. Those are really solid. I have them in solid black, but I'll also go with a pair of like old Merles that my dad gave me a long time ago, right? I've also used those as well. Just so whatever hiking shoe or boot is going to be comfy for you, because at the end of the day, you don't really need the big old chunky boots. Really, you're not really going to be kicking doors open. You just want something that's going to be lightweight. It's not going to weigh your feet down very much. Something that's breathable too. But again, can also depend on your environment. If you're going to George Air Force Base, that's a very different AO compared to say Hill 559. Especially in like the springtime or the winter where it's still raining, right? And there is like tons of rivers and little creeks that you have to like traverse through, right? If you're having something like that, something with Gore-Tex would be what I would recommend. I actually don't have any Gore-Tex boots, so I've had to go through with like wet socks before. I learned the hard way. Wet socks fucking suck. So right now I'm actually trying to look at a pair of Danner boots, see if I can get something with Gore-Tex on it. Just again, so it's nice and waterproof and sealed up. I would also recommend maybe also investing in some gaiters too. Having a nice set of like gaiters, especially if they're a little bit higher, really help with getting a lot of the crap like dirt, mud, and grass out of your boots and out of your shoes and out of your pants as well. So just having a nice pair of like gaiters as well is also something that I highly recommend you look into as well. Let's see here. Someone add me on Discord. When you do the drawing, I have to help move my mom's car. So the drawing or for the giveaway is actually not going to be today. That's tomorrow. Remember, shopping spree giveaway are done every Thursday. If you want to go and check it out for yourself, right, click on our front page, right? When you go up here, it's going to be the first post that you see here, right? Win $1,800 this week. All you got to do is click on that. Right, you click there, and you're going to be brought up to and be brought up to this side right here, right? And here's all the rules that are going to be for the shopping spree giveaway. We even list the previous winners too, right? We even list the previous winners, so if you want to see for yourself like who won last time, here's a nice big old list. We even took some pictures with some of the guys right in the past. But yeah, all the rules there are there for yourself to read if you wanted something just in a hard copy to read, right? But yeah. And again, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and take advantage of the promo going on right here. Every $50 spent will get you 5 chances into the shopping spree giveaway going on tomorrow, right? That's going to be for $1,800. It's going to be for $1,800, right? So don't miss your opportunity. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity to win $1,800 for yourself and literally get your BBs, get your green gas, right? Because again, we're all airsofters at the end of the day. We all need all of our essentials, right? But you might as well get them from the guys that are going to treat you the best and give you a chance of winning $1,800. We've had winners literally win off a bag of BBs before. So again, anyone has a chance of winning. So you just got to make sure that you multiply and get and maximize as many entries as you possibly can. So you don't want to miss out, guys. Don't let this opportunity go to waste. Okay, Joseph LaDavia, I do have a serious question. Is Lancer Tactical a bigger brand now than it was back in 2012? Back when I first got a PDW, it was amazing. Wish they still made them. So Lancer's always been one of those brands that's been around for quite a long time. They have, unfortunately, in the very beginning, they have garnered themselves a little bit of a negative reputation, right? And this was in due part to the fact that there was, a few complaints about their QC. Now, I get it. Their QC wasn't always the best. However, when you look at the fail rate, it wasn't even necessarily higher, per se. It's that a lot of players getting into, you have to think about this too, right? It's all about numbers. A lot of players, when they're getting into Airsoft, don't have a ton of money to spend, right? I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, right? I grew up like fairly poor, right? It wasn't until later in life that my family started doing better for themselves. And even now, like I'm always very conscious of the blessings that I have in my life, about my financial situation, everything. I'm very fortunate of where I work now, but I never look back or I never forget where I came from, right? And when I was starting on Airsoft, I didn't have a whole lot of money. Right, my parents did not want to go and support me in like Airsoft at all. So a lot of the money was from myself, right, that I had to work for. So I remember a time when I didn't have a whole lot of money. So a lot of players are in the same position where they can't spend a whole ton of money. So they'll end up going for something that's a little bit more affordable, a little bit cheaper, right? So they would end up going for Lancer. And fortunately, a lot of people bought it. Like a ton of people bought their Gen 1s. And unfortunately, since the QC wasn't the best, wasn't the greatest, there was a little bit of an issue there, right? A lot of players were coming in with issues with their airsoft guns. Now, thankfully, the Gen 2s came around and completely fixed that. Honestly, they have made absolute massive strides in the right direction, right? They have made strides towards improving themselves, improving their QC. And honestly, it's worked out great for them, honestly. They're probably one of the bigger brands that you can get now as far as, notoriety, what's available and what's sold at pretty much most stores, right? Everyone knows what a Lancer Tactical is. Everyone knows that it's where it's going to be sold pretty much everywhere. And there's going to be models that are available for pretty much everyone. So yeah, I would say they are definitely one of the bigger brands now, especially I would say more well-known brands, if that makes any sort of sense. Let's see here. Make sure it's going through. Did you all drop Crytek? No, we just didn't want to support the other side. Unfortunately, they wanted to work with another shop, and we didn't want to go and support them. Let's see. Gnarls, NATO got killed. Motherland is ours. Oh, Gnarls, I didn't know you were a Rust 4 player. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty sick that you actually run Rust 4. Let's see here. Mon Cosplays got some Adidas for Russian Slav Operator. Nice. I need to bring it out. I actually have a long sleeve combat top, but it has a hoodie right at the end. But it's solid black on the base, but it actually uses the blue sleeves. But it's got the 3 white Adidas stripe on the sleeves, dude. That shit goes hard, dude. That shit's hard as fuck. Gnarls, the hardest part of George Air Force Base was the fiberglass air. Dude, that's what I'm saying. That air is spicy, bro. That air is spicy, man. Sometimes I like George because it's close, right? I like George because it's a fairly close AO. But man, oh man, that asbestos, the rat shit, and the fiberglass everywhere, bro, that shit is a hazard. That shit is an absolute fucking hazard. I wouldn't be surprised if later on down the line I get fucking fibromyalgia or something, you know what I mean? It's not fibromyalgia, it's something else, right? It's just some other fucking disease that you can get from that, some other thing, or lung cancer, right? We signed the waiver, so we know what we're about, but at the end of the day, it's bro, that is terrible. When I go to George Air Force Base, I'm not even joking, I will prefer to sleep outside. If I have the opportunity, I will 100% sleep outside. I do not like to sleep inside those buildings anymore. The more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? maybe I shouldn't be really in those buildings. But that's why I love going to Clovis, because the air is so clean, it's so fresh. It's so cool being out there because it's nice and cool too. It's not hot at all. Like I fucking hate the heat. I hate the desert. I love nice foresty areas. I love rolling hills. I love grasslands. Like where it's nice and cool, right? It just feels good. Just feels good. Oh gosh, Sigma's just showing me some absolute heresy. I would show it on stream, but I don't want the stream to get zucked. So we're good. We're good. How do y'all contact us if you call someone over the stream, text, or I didn't. It cut off there. Usually when it comes to like us contacting you, we usually do it via call. Like either our customer service representative Matt gets a hold of you, or we DM you back. Usually through Instagram, Facebook, or a Discord server, typically depending. Or we email. That's another way to do it. That's what I forgot to do while I was at the store on Friday. Get my picture taken, bro. Absolutely, Ronald. The next time you come in, well, I mean, I know it's a drive for you, but the next time you come in, just swing on by, right? We'll absolutely get a picture taken. Warwolf Airsoft. I see a lot of newer players running around the field in full kit, everything but the kitchen sink, but getting gassed after running 50 feet. Is that too much gear or lack of physical training? A little bit of both, Warwolf. A little bit of both. So a lot of newer players think, especially if they all their only knowledge about it is like watching a bunch of videos, right? If all they see is like a bunch of like videos and all these, especially like Milsim games, right, or these like larger events, they're gonna think, oh, I need this kit, I need this gear, I need this plate carrier. I feel like a lot of guys will focus too much on the gear itself, which don't get me wrong, I kind of understand it. I'm kind of a gear whore, right? I do love collecting gear for my personal self. It's just cool, right? It's just a fun activity, a fun hobby that I like to do. That's kind of like adjacent to airsoft, right? It kind of works hand in hand. Because I also do like cosplay a lot, right? I do love me some cosplay. But when it comes to like running the full kit, I always tell players, like newer players too, like you don't need the full kit in order to play. But a lot of guys, they do want to look cool. And that's totally okay. If that's your thing, that's your speed, then by all means go for it, dude. Like I'm not going to tell anyone not to go out and get the full kit if they really want it. That's their money. They should be able to spend it however they see fit. However, if they are going to do that, I would also tell them like, hey, just be prepared. It's going to be very hot and you're going to get gassed fairly quickly. So maybe start taking up some conditioning, right? Maybe start running a little bit. Maybe ride your bike, right? Or whatever it may be, just something to get you outside. Some form of cardio too can also help as well. Just doing that a little bit every day or every other day, honestly, will make a big difference. Makes a big, big difference, right? Versus someone that's never done any sort of physical activity, wants to start playing airsoft, buys all the kit, goes outside, and then just gets absolutely gassed within like less than 5 minutes, right? I get it, right? Especially because we live in a warmer environment. We live in SoCal. It's fairly warm year-round, right? So I never like to recommend to wear full kit, but if people do, I would say at the very minimum, start doing some cardio, start lifting some weights, just get in a little bit better shape so that way you're not gassed, right? Drexen, what's going on, man? What is happening, bro? Moises Hernandez, any news on the KWA Eve 4? No news as of yet, Moises. As soon as there are some updates, then obviously I'll be letting you guys know. But as of right now, I have not heard anything from KWA, so we'll see. Darwin's Arbiter, don't forget a lot of times newer, unexperienced people tend to break their guns or being unable to fix simple issues. Yeah, no, that's 100% true, Darwin. If you guys didn't know, I actually used to work in the customer service department, right? I actually used to do a lot of customer service phone calls, tech support, back in like 2017, right? Before I swapped out to storefront around the holiday season, around Black Friday. It was actually around like a holiday sale, like a Black Friday sale when was my first day in a storefront. And oh man, that was scary. But when I used to work customer service, that was like the biggest things that we were like trained to ask for. Is like, all right, customer calls in having problems, like my gun doesn't work, right? You have to really like get them to elaborate on what sort of very specific issues, like what's specifically happening when you plug a fully charged battery, what battery were you using specifically, what charger were you using, right? And a lot of times it turns out like, oh yeah, the problem was the customer just didn't charge their battery, or if something a little bit more involved, just one of the motor connectors just came off, right? It just came off the motor tab, then all you got to do is plug it back in. That's literally all you have to do. But unfortunately, people don't really always want to do that. People don't want to know that there's something wrong. They don't want to do. I feel like just a lot of people don't want to accept the fact that airsoft is a hobby, right? And as beginner friendly as we do try to make it, it is still a hobby, and you are still required to know a little bit about like your airsoft gun, know how to do some basic troubleshoots. I'm not even asking people to do like crazy stuff, just some real basic troubleshoots just to help them along. And I get it, people may not always know, right? That's totally fine. But I do feel like it is like a little bit unfair when people just start blaming, regardless of what brand it is, when people automatically blame the gun, like, oh, it stopped working, it's the gun's fault. I don't know about that one. You know what I mean? Like, did you read the instruction manual? Did you do the research about it? Like, because another story that Boaz and I love, right, is when KWA on their a lot of their guns, right, they used to offer the magazine cutoff feature, right? There were so many guys that, like, you know, when they got their guns, their ERGs, they were like, oh yeah, it doesn't work. You know, I plugged the magazine in, it's not shooting. And it's like, you know, they didn't read the instructions saying that, hey, there is a magazine cutoff. So if there's no BBs in the round or inside the magazine, it's not going to shoot, right? People, hundreds. Like, I think we actually know it was in the thousands that we got of calls, right? Of people, like, not realizing that, oh yeah, there was a mag cutoff because they didn't read the instruction manual. It's stuff like that, right? And yes, you are right. That does happen a lot, Darwin, with specifically newer players. But again, that's not even to throw shade. That's just a lesson, I guess, for every newer player and every new person that's watching this stream right now. If you guys are having trouble with your airsoft gun, you know, don't panic. Don't freak out. It may not even be the gun's fault. You might just be doing something wrong. Contact us, if anything, and we can definitely walk you through the process, right? There's a lot of troubleshoots you can do to get the issues resolved. It just depends on what it is, really. Asbestos shower at George Air Force Base, Mon Cosplays. Yes, dude, that's what I'm saying. I hate the asbestos. Bro. Let's see here. Ronald Hoover, cheaper option is Nortiv8 for boots, waterproof, and can get zippered slides. Oh, very good to see. Bring hazmat gear. Dude, honestly, sometimes I'm tempted to. We will wear like actual respirators or face masks when we go to George Air Force Base when we do cleanup. Right, especially if we are going for like a insurgency event where we're setting up like some type of business, we'll bring the brooms and start cleaning up. But like so much dust gets in the air, we don't want to breathe that shit in, right? So wearing some type of respirator or some type of face mask is definitely the move. Like it is definitely the move. Gnarls, I'm going to Clovis in February for the next Force on Force. Oh, dude, hell yeah, dude, same. I'm hopefully, well, I'll be able to go to that one as well. I really want to be able to go to that one as well, like, because I love Clovis, dude. That's such a beautiful AO. I love going there. It is a bit of a drive, though. That's the only downside. Hopefully you can make the next BB Wars. Gnarls, it would be absolutely dope if you could make the next one. I really hope to meet you. I know that you've been a regular viewer of our live streams. It'd be very, very cool to be able to go out and meet face to face. Yeah, again, guys, make sure to take advantage of the promo above my head. Every $50 spent will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, which is going on tomorrow. It's literally going on tomorrow. It's going to be for $1,800. It's on the line. You guys can win. All you got to do is place your $20 or greater order, and you're automatically entered. But for the stream right now, up until, what is it, the next 26? No, 36. 36 minutes. For the next 36 minutes, right, this promo is going to be active. Once 5 o'clock hits, that is going to be the end of the stream, and the promo is over. So make sure that you take advantage and place your orders now while you can. Let's see here. This is for the giveaway when contacting us. Oh, sorry, I don't see it when I sent that out. No worries, dude. No worries, Joseph. So the way it works, the rules are there, but for the way it works on the giveaway, when it comes to like letting you know that you are winning, or you won, or your name has been called, we don't contact you via email, via any social media, right? At all. We don't email, like nothing. You have to be watching the actual live stream in order to claim the prize. That's a very small price to pay for $1,800. What did you say, right? All you got to be doing is just watch the live stream, right? If you're not there within the 10-minute time frame that we give you, within 10 minutes of calling your name during the stream, you would have to put down your order number and the last 4 digits of your telephone number in order to claim the prize, right? If the information checks out when you put it in the live chat, awesome, right? You get the $1,800 or whatever the prize pot might be at that time. However, if you're not there within the 10 minutes, the prize ends up stacking. It ends up stacking, and it ends up being held off for next week, the following Thursday, right? Which is why we're at $1,800, because we start off at $600. We start off at $600, and it just stacks every single time that someone misses it out with another $600. So it's up to $1,800 right now, which you can win. See here, make sure I don't miss anything. Make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, ACM, will switching to Dean's void a warranty? Asking for my son's gun. I think realistically probably not, but I generally wouldn't if there is a warranty in place. I guess it depends on the brand, right? From what I've seen, if it's just the Deans, most companies are fairly lenient. But generally speaking, like that is considered one of those like aftermarket upgrades. Even though I know you guys never touched the gearbox at that point. I think it would depend on the brand. Like if you do it for KWA, I doubt they're gonna say anything. Even Lance Tactical, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, we've had that happen before, and as long as the gearbox was fine and was untouched, then it was okay. It was fine. Let's see here, like will it technically void it? Yes, it would, but again, like it's just one of those like, it depends on the rep. Honestly, you end up getting. I've done that before where I've put in something through Lancer, through KWA. When like they wired it to Dean's, and we basically said like, look, just service it, and they were able to do it. Lancer was really cool about it. KWA's always been really cool about it. However, brands like G&G, I know for a fact they're gonna say absolutely not, right? I don't know what it is. They're such like like sticklers for the rules, right? Personally, I would say just avoid it altogether if you can. However, if there's no way around it, just do it, and depending on the brand, you might be okay. Let's see here. See, make sure I'm missing Darktree. Yes, Darktree, we are indeed live, my man, my main man. What is up, Darktree? Yes, we are live right now. Homie AB, what's going on, man? Good to see you again as well. Again, guys, we only have, 33 minutes left of the live stream, so make sure that you take advantage. Make sure you share this live stream around with as many people as possible, and ask your Airsoft-related questions. If you guys went to BB Wars Air Revival, and you wanted to go ahead and give out some pointers, maybe some stuff we can improve on, make sure to go ahead and put that down in the live chat as well. That we know what to do for next time. Because again, we want to cater our BB Wars events towards the customer. We want you guys to have an absolute blast every time you go. So if there's anything we can do to go ahead and make it a better experience, let us know down in the live chat. We actually talked about this a little bit last night as well. One of the biggest criticisms was going to be the class system, specifically for the officer. And we can definitely tell that that was a bit of a weak point, because not too many people, when it came to, actually registering and checking in and everything, not too many people actually registered as a officer in the first place, right? That was one issue that I think we had, and I put down my 2 cents last night of things that we can go ahead and do to improve that, specifically swapping the weapons around, right? Maybe instead of them having be the medic, maybe they can be some type of engineer, or some type of special, or some type of engineer of some kind, right? That can deploy some form of deployable shield or some type of riot shield. That would be pretty sick. And relegating the riot shield from the assault class, and instead making the assault class possible medics, right? Potentially, that's one way we can go ahead and do it. That's one way to go ahead and do it. But there's a couple different things that we can go ahead and do to go ahead and get it better. But it really just depends on what you guys want to see it for next time. And like I said, again, there is a potential that BB Wars, another SoCal BB Wars, actually could be happening potentially within the next few months, specifically around February, which is going to be very interesting to see. I'm hoping if it is, and again, nothing set in stone, but potentially if it is around February, hopefully it won't be in the same weekend as MSW, because I really want to go to that one. I love the Clovis event. I love Clovis AO. It's such a fun AO to play at. But again, let us know what you would like to see for the next BB Wars, improvements we can make. Or if you've never been to one, what would you guys like to see in the first place, right? Let's see. Joseph Lavia. It's funny, although I don't have any videos of unboxing. I did a while back, 2012, when I was getting into Airsoft and lost them. But I'm doing one for this one. And if I tag y'all, will you be able to look at it and see my excitement? Absolutely. Joseph, we actually love seeing people's reactions when it comes to their mystery boxes, right? Like these YouTube unboxing mystery boxes, we always say hey, if you do a video, let us know, send it to us, and we'll give you a shout out, man. We'll give you a massive shout out. We love seeing people's reactions when they do their unboxings for their mystery boxes. Honestly, if you were interested in mystery boxes, I would say the YouTube unboxing mystery box is definitely one to look at. Another one, alternatively, if you wanted something, wanted to get a little bit more of a guarantee of something a little bit more higher and also unique at the same time, what I would recommend that you check out, and this pretty much goes for everyone. Right? I would say check out potentially my mystery box, right? The Isaias Private Collection mystery box. I am actually very, very happy that I get my Private Collection mystery box, right? I misspelled my own name. AIAS. There we go. There. It sometimes happens. Sometimes you wake up and you don't know how to spell your own name. Sometimes you don't even know what your name is, right? But anyway, the Private Collection mystery box. It's on a shock deal right now too. Yeah, for a whole cent less. Big savings, right? But right now you can go ahead and place your order for one of these. You can put down in the comment section what you guys like, what you guys would like to see. Just bear in mind, I try my best to make sure that there are no standard like M4s. No M4s, at least no like standard M4s or ARs in there anyway. If there is going to be an AR, it's going to be a very unique one, maybe a retro throwback of some kind, right? Something very unique. There's been plenty of winners before win some very cool platforms. We're talking FALs, we're talking 249s, we're talking other LMGs. I'm just saying, right? Like it's definitely worth it. It is 100% worth it. I would recommend checking out, and that one also makes for great unboxing videos as well, right? But again, no, shut the fuck up. Not the answer to everything is not high kappas. Not the answer to everything is not Polar Star either. That's it. Let's keep going through. Look at it and see what's saying. Okay, answer through. Mon cosplays should have a class that allows rocket launchers, fire off Nerf footballs. See, that's what I would want. Okay, that's what I suggested last night. Mon cosplays. I really want there to be, instead of an officer class, just make an engineer class, right? That has the ability to use launchers. The problem that I see with that, though, the only problem that I see is that I don't know too many players would make the investment into a dedicated launcher of some sort, right? Some sort of like RPG, maybe a Panzerfaust, because I know we sell those. Just some form of launcher, right? That'd be cool to see, but I just don't know if players want to make the investment for that. Really, at the end of the day, especially when most of the launchers that are like eligible to use at fields are mostly going to be compatible with just standard 40 mil grenades, right? And that's essentially just a really long 203 grenade launcher that you're spending X amount of money for. I don't know if too many people want to do that. Yes, I would love it if they were projectile only, but that's really going to be up to the field whether they want to even accept that in the first place, right? I think that's a tricky one. But yes, that would be really cool to see Mon cosplays, to be able to have a class dedicated for like launchers of some kind, right? Although I can imagine, I know how a lot of you SoCal airsofters are. I know a lot of you would just be using that as anti-infantry, right? It'd be like, oh yeah, it has a 10-foot kill radius, right? I know too many of you would just be lobbing fucking rounds into each other. It's pretty brutal, honestly. I can imagine the carnage. Sweet, I will definitely do it. I'm thinking about doing another one in the future. Yours looks good, lol. Absolutely, Joseph. That's what I'm saying. You want to jump on it. Started using Airsoft GI for all my channel's giveaways. It was way easier to have it sent straight to the winners. Thanks, guys. all right. Joseph, my Isaias box is arriving today. Can't wait to open. Ooh, Nathan, I'm excited. Record that, bro. Nathan, record that. Send that on the Discord server. I want to see that. I want to see your reaction. Again, anyone that places their orders for the Isaias Private Collection Mystery Box, I'm actually very excited to see, right? When X_7mm put his, I was very excited as well. I was so happy that he got what he got. He got I can say what he got. He got the Classic Army SA-58, the FAL. He got the longer oh god, I wasn't expecting him to be there. The longer variation of the FAL, and honestly, that's a banger. I love mine. I've been using mine for years. It's super fun to run with, and it's sporting a standard version 3 gearbox, so you can upgrade the absolute shit out of that gun, right? So it's a very viable platform. Only downside with that one was, of course, mid-caps. Those are hard to get because anytime that way become available, like FAL owners will buy like 10, at checkout, right, just so they can stock up. Homie AB says, Halloween theme mystery box? I don't know about Halloween theme. That'd be cool to see, like a spooky theme, but I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work, right? But there is another mystery box that actually is going to be going live fairly soon. I believe, let's see, I'm going to pull it up right here. Yeah, the new Silver 20th Anniversary Mystery Box version 2. This one looks banging. 155, right? What is it going to be available? Next week on the 2nd? Next week on the 2nd, which is going to be a... It's going to be a Wednesday, my dudes. Oh, is it Thursday? Okay, Thursday. All right? Yeah, the second. Yeah, this one looks absolutely amazing because this prize list is cool. You got the MTW as the freaking, like, grand prize, but you also got the Arcturus SP1. You got the MCX, the F90, the Classic Army 249. Bro, these are some banging prizes, man. It's going to be sick.
The Arcturus AK is probably the coolest thing.
That's okay. I actually, you know what? I got to say, I do like the Wolverine MTW.
Your boy here runs Polar Star and exclusive.
Oh my god. Biasness up the wazoo, I see. Biasness up the wazoo.
Sorry, I like being in charge. I don't like being outgunned by anybody, okay?
Okay, all right. He has to make up for it. He has to make up for lack of skill.
We've been known I got no skill.
That's not true. If you guys don't know, make sure to go and check out Sigma013 on Instagram. That's his handle. Mans has some amazing gameplay footage, mostly at N1. And honestly, I believe most of your stuff for what is it, for BB Wars? Is that gonna be a full video, or is it just like snippets for right now?
Right now we're looking at snippets because I got too much footage and too many cameras to go through. A long video, I think probably end of the month.
There you go. There you go. So stay on the lookout for Sigma's full-length BB Wars video. It's going to be an absolute banger video. All right, let's keep going through all these questions. I ain't no high cap buddy. Well, I tell him that ain't the answer to everything.
You're just wrong.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. That is not the answer to everything. That is not the answer. Nick Arango. Hey, would you mind explaining the Performance Plus is for the SA? Okay, so pretty much any of the Performance Plus models for any airsoft gun, right? There's the airsoft gun, the base model itself, right? And then there's the P Plus or Performance Plus. Performance Plus for any package for any airsoft gun is going to be a pre-installed Unicorn Type 4 inner barrel, 603 Type 4 inner barrel, along with the bucking and the hop-up nub that we throw in for you, right? Ordinarily, you'd have to go ahead and install those yourselves and buy them separately. But that P Plus package, we throw in the work for you, right? We do it all for you. You will still be getting the stock barrel setup in case you wanted that, just to have it. But out of the box, you are already going to be getting the Unicorn Type or inner barrel. It's going to vary in length depending on the gun that you end up getting. Want to match it as best we possibly can, and of course the bucking and hop-up nub pre-installed for you. That's the main difference for the P Plus variations out there. Mon Cosplays, most Nerf launchers are custom built. Yeah, that's the thing. They have to be like custom built, right? So I don't know how many people would end up doing that. Again, it might be the same thing where you just end up with a lot of people who are just going to run assault because that's the easiest thing to do. Which again, that's totally fine. We expect there to be the class is going to have the most amount of players in it would be assault, right? I would say if there was a second, probably maybe heavy, maybe. But no, like that's fine. But yeah, I just don't know how many people would take advantage of it. I would love to see more people, right, taking advantage of like a launcher of some kind. But again, that's a hard thing to push. See, that's what I was saying too. Medics, if anything, like if you're gonna run a medic, if you want to have a dedicated medic class, that's fine, right? But just allow them to, at the very least, run an SMG, right? Maybe no ARs, that's fine. But run a PCC, an SMG, a PDW of some kind, right? And that should be okay. I don't think they should be allowed to do full auto, but if they wanted to have different fire modes, like, say, burst, that's totally fine, so long as they shoot under 350. I think that's fair. All right, let's see. This keeps going through. Isaias, I will do a vid. It's going to be crappy quality, though. Honestly, Nathan, it can't be any worse than the stream I tried to do earlier. It cannot be worse than that, so I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. No. He wants to do a video, I believe. Yeah, because he got his Isaias private collection mystery box yesterday, and it's arriving today. Yeah, it's arriving today. So
the mystery box is actually pretty cool.
Thank you. You heard it from Sigma says that it must be true, except for the high kappa thing. But everything else must be true. I mean, it's not that I don't have ARs. I just said specifically no traditional M4s.
No, which is exactly my field of expertise.
Hey, technically speaking, the Honey Badger isn't your stereotypical M4. There you go. That's great. Thank you. Got my E15 Performance Plus yesterday. Can't wait to get it. No, absolutely, dude. I'm actually very, very excited for you to get it. Because, again, the P Pluses are just a really convenient option. Generally, I would suggest that is like replacing your inner barrel and bucking is something that every player should know how to do. Especially if you want to do like a proper deep cleaning of your inner barrel. But at the end of the day, if you wanted just to, have it already there for you, yeah, we take the work out of it for you. You will still have to learn how to take it apart, though, to clean it, though. You will still have to do that at some point or another. What's going good, man? What's up, Real Wild? Well, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? We're just going over some of the stuff right now for the live stream. We only have about, 21 minutes? What is that, 20 minutes now. We only have 20 minutes left of the live stream. So, guys, promo above my head. Make sure you guys take advantage. You do not want to miss out. If you want to get the most amount of entries right now, make sure to place your orders for the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box, right? That is going to be the classic, the OG, the original, right? YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. It's on a shocker deal right now for $165. You get 15 chances of winning tomorrow's giveaway on top of winning whatever it is that you get in the mystery box. And again, we do accept requests. So if you wanted to go ahead and place a request for something, make sure to let us know in the notes comment section when you place your order. Every $50 that you spend will get you 5 entries into the giveaway, so don't miss out. Do not miss out, right? Make sure to place your orders. Take advantage. Remember, we've had previous winners take advantage of the promos, and again, they were the winners, right? Their names were called because they took advantage of the promos and got those extra entries and maximized their potential of winning. So you can be the next big winner too, but you have to make sure that you place your orders now while you can. Joseph Ladavia, will your mystery box always be available? Like, if out of stock, they're going to come back later down the road. I got to recover from this purchase. As far as I can tell, it is going to be a limited purchase, right? It is going to be a limited time. So the sooner, the better is what I would say. I don't know for sure off the top of my head, but as far as I can tell, it was advertised as limited quantity, and as far as I know, that we have stuck true to that. It is very limited quantity. So again, I'm just saying it would be a smart idea to go ahead and get yours before it's too late. Let's see here. Damn you, autocorrect. I said case okay. What's good? What's good? Quest gang. Hell yeah, dude. Just got home from work and said you were live. No, dude. Honestly, you would have laughed at me, bro. Like I tried going live a little like earlier, bro. Like that stream was scuffed, bro. Like that. I don't know what. I can't blame Cisco, right? Because he tried fixing it, but he didn't save the changes that he made to it. We think OBS updated at some point or another. And all the settings that we had for just completely went out the window, right? We had to start from scratch, resetting everything. But we're good now. I did have to end that stream and restart it again, but we're all right. We're all right. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go and leave a thumbs up, by the way, on this live stream. 28 viewers right now, but only 18 likes. Come on, guys. Come on now. 18 likes. Let's bump those numbers up. Let's get it closer to 30. Why don't we? Let's get it closer to that actual number. Why don't we? Again, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the live stream and share this around with as many people as possible. If you know anyone that's trying to get into Airsoft, really not sure where to begin, let them know to follow this live stream. I will happily help them out as best as I possibly can. Jason, what's going on, dude? What is going on? Battle Brain DTV, please. You're mid-metal? What? I am so sorry. I cannot read. I think you might have messaged something. Please, Brett, I cannot understand what you are saying. I do apologize. It might just be that I cannot fucking read right now. But Brad Dane TV, I don't understand what you were trying to say. Hello, hi, yes. What's going on, dude? What is going on? All right. Let's see. I know I thought there was a question that I missed out. Okay, I think we're caught up on those. Yeah, I think we're caught up on those. Yeah, guys, again, also, new products too are available, by the way. I forgot to go ahead and mention that earlier. I forgot to plug that in. New products are indeed available. Click the new products page on our website. We have some new combos available. The classic Army Skirmish, the new E&F models with the tan receivers. Those are going to be now available. We have the new Sand Viper, of course. Some more combos featuring that as well. The F90, which... Okay, now here's a good question, actually. What is your guys' opinions of the F90? I actually really like this. I know, I believe it was it DJ last night who was asking me? Was it DJ who was asking me, or was it Darwin? I forget who was asking me last night. But someone was asking me about the F90, what my thoughts were about it, whether I liked it, whether I didn't. What do I thought about the trigger? What do I thought about the build quality, the overall performance of it? And I gotta say, I actually really did like it. I think it's a cool gun, right? I think it's cool for the fact that, one, it's gas blowback, right? GBRs will always be really cool, right? There's no way, whether they're the most practical thing or not, I don't know. But is it cool? Fuck yeah, it's cool, right? It's a bullpup, which I know some people have their issues with bullpup, but I gotta say, I like bullpups. I like bullpups a lot, right? I think there's a lot of benefits with going with a bullpup. You do make some sacrifices, of course, specifically the trigger, especially with this one because it is using a two-stage trigger. However, I actually kind of like the two-stage trigger. I think it's fine, right? I think it's fine. It is a little squishy and does take some getting used to. But other than that, I think the performance is solid, right? I actually saw one of the dudes from Biohazard actually bring this out on the field, and truth be told, he was kicking some major ass with this, right? I like it. My one gripe, if there was one actual gripe that I had about it, and it's not even really that much of a gripe, it's just more of a preferential thing, is the magazines. The magazines work great. It's a solid magazine, right? But the problem is they could have very easily just made it compatible with LM4 mags, right? So that way it can accept all the magazines that are available on the market right now. But they didn't, because I guess they wanted to be a little more faithful to the actual thing, which, again, it's fully licensed. It makes sense why they would do it. I'm just saying it would have been very nice for it to accept regular standard LM4 magazines that have been on the market for so long, making it a little bit more price efficient. But I get why they did it. It's just, it is what it is, right? Yeah, I mean, well, I'm pretty sure there are AUGs that do take it. Not very many.
Steyr literally makes a Stanag mag.
There you go.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it would have been cool if they actually just made
Yeah, I
it.
know. This Airsoft one should have just taken LM4 mags.
Or maybe who knows? Maybe who knows? Maybe there's like a kit, maybe an adapter at some point they can put out in the future that's like, oh yeah, now it can take regular LM4 mags. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of sick.
M4 adapter?
Yeah, like some type of M4 adapter for it. Like I know it would stick out more. Like
AEG mags.
no. Like for this, right? For the LM4 mags.
No.
Why would you make it compatible with the AEG magazines? That's such heresy.
So you can run HPA in it.
Oh my god. No. No. Let's see here. You are his idol? Let's see. I'm 12. It's okay. Not well, if I am, cool. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Always appreciate the support. Crazy Jason says, "Sub, Isaiah's been trying to cobble together a shed before the rain rolls in and finally got a roof on it. Nice, dude. Nice. I actually do have like a run me down little shed in my backyard, but I gotta get rid of it. I gotta put a brand new one in there. Just because put some gardening equipment in there. Just because my girlfriend and I do like to plant and a lot of vegetables. We like to garden a lot. We have a whole aero garden now that we've invested. We're gonna get more specifically for basil because I do a lot of Italian cooking in my house. It's Italian cooking is second. Then I would say number one is Mexican, and then third would probably be just like probably like American stuff, right? Let's see here. Yours idol 16 went through. Mike Creed, you and Cisco have to run a marathon. Who is faster? Me. That's not even me like trying to shit talk Cisco. Like Cisco can move fast, but his endurance has gotten better. But I'll be honest, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Like I'm fast as fuck, boy. Like the fact that I can keep up with Brendan, who's like maybe a $150, right? And he's wearing like minimal gear, like very very lightweight guns, and I'm in full kit with like 240s or 249s, big MMGs, and I can keep up with him at full speed, like. I can toot my own horn just a little bit for a second, right? I know I'm fast as fuck, right? It's funny you actually mentioned that. I'm actually doing a 10K. I'm actually running a 10K this Sunday. Is it Run the 10? That's happening in downtown. I'm actually doing that one this Sunday. It's gonna be very interesting. My family had suggested like, hey, you want to run this 10K with us? And I agreed. My girlfriend reluctantly agreed. So it's gonna be very interesting to see that how I do. I know I'm gonna be gassed by the end of the 10K. But it's going to be fun. My whole biggest thing, I know I'm not going to be the first, but I just want to beat my little brother. If I can beat my little brother, that's all I care about.
At what?
Oh, I'm doing a 10K this Sunday.
A run?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My family was like, oh, you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I always wanted to try one.
Okay.
So that's happening.
It's not as bad as you think.
I imagine it's just a lot of pacing yourself. Just put on some headphones, just zone out, and just run.
Mental willpower.
Exactly. That's how I'm able to beat everyone in food eating contests.
When you start getting slow, just remember, tell yourself, I'm not a bitch.
That's right. What's the advice again?
Just remember, you're not a bitch.
There you go. Absolutely. You heard it here first, right? That's how you win. That's how you win. Just tell yourself that. Let's see here. You answer that one. The F90 looks actually okay. I really like the F90, right? I have a lot of positive things to say about it, with one or two criticisms about it. Someone like you who mainly runs AGs, but you are starting to get into gas mix a little bit more in terms of rifles. What is your opinion about the F90?
What's an AUG?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know how I feel about it.
What do you mean you don't know how I feel about it? AUGs are cool.
I prefer the Tavor.
Oh my god. Okay, if they came out with a Tavor that performed the same, had the same internals essentially, what would you feel then?
It'd be super cool.
There you go. There you go. Why are you so awkward? Why are you so awkward on
I don't know
stream?
how I feel about it because it doesn't look AUG. It doesn't have that like signature AUG scope mount thing.
Oh, like the A1?
Yeah. So I'm looking at it like it looks modern, but I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay, this is an actual like the F90 is an actual gun.
Yeah.
Like the F90 is oh my god, what the fuck is the actual brand name that actually makes it? Oh, what the fuck is it called? Lithgow Arms. Lithgow Arms is the actual manufacturer of this. So the F90 is a real thing and it has the trademarks and everything. But you would prefer there to actually be like a branded Steyr AUG with the KWA internals.
In green, yes.
In the classic OD green.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I do like the AUG as well. I do think the old school like AUG is definitely a vibe. Let's see. Dartree is saying, yo, what's up, Sigma? He's saying, how you doing? Any cool handguard for the Klitschkov 103? Kevin Garcia, for any of the AK series, the AK licensed Klitschkov USA guns, you can pretty much use most AK handguards and they'll work. Just some fitment might be required. How is the homie Wu doing? Oof. Okay, I'm not going to go too much into detail with how bad Wu was, but Wu does seem to be doing a little bit better. Wu does seem to be doing a little better because, I'll be honest, he was definitely struggling a little bit on Saturday. Dude, I felt so bad for him, dude. Like,
Yeah,
boy,
it got a bit intense.
I would say this: if you ever decide to go hang out with the boys, be prepared. Both Cisco and Boaz will really push you to your limits. I will say that. Push it to the limit.
I feel bad because turns out I bruised Woo with my Polar Star.
Oh yeah, that's right. You actually, I feel so bad for Wu. So literally, we're out at BB Wars. This is the second game that I remember specifically that I saw this happen firsthand, where I just see like a little head popping through behind cover, and I look at Brendan, and he looks at where I'm looking, and he's like, "Oh, 100%, that's Wu," and I just see him lift up his gun. Like 3 or 4 shots, right, and just hit the top of his head, and and I just see a little hand come up and just sadly like waddle away. I know for a fact that was him. Oh, geez, that boy. I feel bad for him sometimes. I feel bad for him. All right, was the Pit Viper getting an updated version 2, or was that only for the Sand Viper? That's only going to be for the Sand Viper right now. The Sand Viper is the only one that's getting an update, as far as I know. At least until I hear something else. And if I hear something else, you guys will definitely be getting the note. Okay. Between the 2 Sand Vipers that are available, what do you prefer, the OG or the new version? So we go. Let's see, Sand Viper.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah.
I really like the new one. Like, I like that it's not the same color all the way through. It's not boring looking.
So wait, boring looking? I thought this one looked pretty okay.
I like the different shades the other one has. It gives the gun more definition.
Okay, so you just weren't a big fan of like this more like reddish. You like the more traditional or more, I guess,
Bronzy.
closer.
Yeah, and the shiny look.
Oh, okay, because this is supposed to be what like for anyone that didn't know, the high grade version. The main differences being that the internal build quality is going to be essentially that of the Pit Viper, and the externals, the coloration, the bronzish color is going to be closer to the actual Sand Viper that exists out there, the actual TTI Sand Viper. That's supposed to be the actual thing. Have you used this one yet?
No, I have not. So, if Brewer wants to pick up another one,
Oh my God,
I'll work on it again.
Brewer, if you're listening, he wants you to buy another one. Or you know who? Okay, you know who actually might be interested in working on one of these? I would expect. I don't know why. In my head, I imagine. Did he pick one up? Darktree, did you pick one up already? I don't know. Maybe he would want you to work on his.
I'll work on Darktree's one too. Darktree's cool.
There you go. There you go. There you go. He'll work on it for you, man. Sand Viper's getting upgraded to Pit Viper. Let's see. BB Wars video will be out in a little bit. Mayo Gang meetup video dropping this week. Hey, can't wait to see that one. Can't wait to see that one. Oh, God, it moves so fast. Okay, let's see. Make sure this is Sigma shot Wu right in the heart. What? Did you?
No, I hit him in the left shoulder.
Oh, okay. The left shoulder. Okay, not in the actual heart. Maybe Wu came up to Akron and was like, oh, he got me in the heart.
Game 1, I hit him in the left shoulder. Game 2, I hit him in the head. And one of them, I think I hit him in the leg.
Jeez, that's absolutely hilarious. Poor Wu. Poor Woos. How has your day been, Boo? It has been okay. Cisco, unfortunately, did have to call out due to personal reasons. So, had to go ahead and cover. But it's been a pretty good day so far.
Stuck with me instead.
So, yeah, I'm stuck with him instead now. I'm in charge of him.
Aw.
Yo, any tips on how to afford Airsoft while in college? This one comes from Samuel Coker. I think, okay, I have some tips, but I want to hear what you say because you went to college. Yeah, you did.
I'm still in college.
Yeah, you're still in college. What are your tips for? Okay, maybe you're not the right person to ask because you make way too much money. maybe Sigma's not the right person. Sigma's too much of a baller, right? Money's not really an issue for him. From one poor person, right? That's former poor person. I would say this. If you're going to be spending money on Airsoft stuff, that's going to end up dipping into your actual savings. That's going to end up dipping into your food allowance, I would say, right? The money that you set aside specifically for food. So if you're okay with eating top ramen for a little while, right? Maybe some cheap groceries, right? Get only the cheapest quality stuff that you can find. You can make it work for sure. It's also a good means of being able to start intermittent fasting, right? That way you're not eating as much throughout the day. You save a little bit of money that way as well, more money that you could be spending on Airsoft equipment and gear. I don't know. I know this doesn't really apply to you, but what would you suggest? I mean, not that you ever had to worry about money too much.
Hey, you gotta remember, at one point I was working just here as my full-time job. So during that time to afford Airsoft, I was just doing small tech help with my friends here and there, and I charged them $30. And so Airsoft would pay for my Airsoft.
Was it like a $30 flat rate for just every?
Yeah, you needed help with your motor install or whatever. $20. So you just make a little bit of money here and there, and you use that money for Airsoft, so you don't dip into your savings.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Getting a job would definitely be the thing. Definitely getting a job of some kind, even if it's a part-time. Even if it's a part-time job, just so that you don't have to dip into your savings, right? So you can have money to spend on smaller stuff. That's going to help out a lot. What the fuck? Acradics says, I ran half marathon. Legit just stretch, sip the water that's passed out, and listen to something distracting. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm probably going to listen to a podcast the entire time. Probably going to listen to a podcast, or I'm going to listen to like a Star Wars audiobook or something.
I ran mine listening to death metal.
Dude, that's intense as fuck. That's metal as fuck, right? Oof, a Tavor. Love them. Okay, what Tavor would you want to see? Would you want to see like traditional, or would you want to see like the freaking mini Tavor, the small one?
I want to see the most recent version. I think it's like the X95.
Ooh, actually, that'd be kind of sick. Okay, answer that one. Okay, I think it's PP19 SP1 video coming out real soon as well. Also looking forward to that one as well. Let's see here. I know there was another question that I missed. I make bad financial decisions. I mean, if you're happy, right? If it gives you a moment of happiness in this sad, cruel world, is it really that bad of a decision?
I live my life 10 seconds of joy at a time.
All right, fucking Dominic Trano. I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Have you seen how much money I spent on Genshin Impact?
What the fuck? Family. Why do you spend so much? Okay, like that's why do you spend so much money on Genshin?
Because it legit makes me happy for like 2 minutes. When I get the new character and it's like, oh, new character I can play, and I'm happy for like 2 minutes and I'm bored.
There you go. Tavors are sick. Yes, would love to see those as well. A stubby X95. Now we're talking. I'll eat BBs if DJ. I'll eat BBs if I had to. I mean, substance is substance at the end of the day. If it's gonna make you full, at least make you feel like you're full. Sigma bruised Woo's ego. You bruised his ego, bro. You bruised his ego.
When did I care?
There you go. Dark Tree saying part my Sandviper and my parts make me a monster high kappa, please. So he just wants you to make you a Frankenstein build.
I'm game.
There you go. He's game.
It'll look Sandviper, it won't shoot Sandviper.
What's better than Sandviper?
Sandviper by Sigma.
Sandviper by Sigma. There you go. A Sigma Viper. A Sigma Per. A Sigper. There you go.
I'm leaving.
There you go. He's gone. Sandviper only got an update because Terran Buffer did not like the actual color hue of the first edition, so I had to remake it almost exact hue of the real steel. Yeah, that's basically what ended up happening. Like, remember, with these licensed stuff, I do kind of like it that Terran is there. Like, obviously, yeah, it can sound a little bit like nitpicky, but at the end of the day, it's his design. He's free to do with it as he please, and if he wants it to be a more accurate representation of his actual Sandviper, then that totally makes sense. He's totally fair to do so. And if anything, that's better for you guys because it's a little bit closer now to the real thing. Let's see. Answered that one. Yes, Darktree does have one.
I don't know. I kind of like that Terran takes it like kind of seriously because it gives the airsofters a better product at the end.
Accurate says out of retirement ?
Dude, I've been out of retirement, not by choice.
Out of retirement, he says. Just want to say you guys are amazing. Finally ended my nightmare. I was trying to buy the new Arcturus PP Series airsoft gun. Had endless problems when buying from other websites. Well, Ming Hao Feng, I'm hopefully I pronounced that right. I do apologize. It wasn't me trying to be funny. That was actually me trying to pronounce it right. I am glad that you had a fantastic experience buying it. And it was simple, and I cannot wait for you to get your next PP. DJ says, Sigma, take my money too. Now you got DJ also wanting you to go ahead and do a high cap for him.
We're only doing one just because I want to know what changed on it.
There you go. He's only doing.
I heard that this thing has higher FPS than the original model.
Apparently it's supposed to, but I don't know about how much more.
I don't know. I feel like when they test fired it on Monday, they were getting to like 400 FPS.
Fuck! Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. Dude, that's sick. Now I kind of want one. Small sounds interesting on the small Tavors. That's what I'm saying, Joseph. Like I like the traditional Tavors. Don't get me wrong. Give me a standard issue Tavor, right, and I'll rock that thing like nobody's business. But a stubby X95 would absolutely be a vibe. And again, guys, if you have stuff in your cart right now, make sure to check out because, again, we only have a few seconds left of the live stream before we end. That means the promo is going to be ending very, very soon. So let's see here. Okay, so now the big question on everyone's mind. Since BB Wars is, we kind of have an idea that it might be happening fairly soon. You for sure going to be going Rebels, or are you going to be joining back with the Empire? Bear in mind that walk-ons might actually be allowed, so there might be more people on Rebels. Would you still want to do Rebels?
I think my squad's going to wait to see like what the count is, and we'll just play with whatever team seems like they're at a disadvantage. Because this game, Rebel kind of got stomped.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, it was pretty It was pretty bad, right? I mean, Rebels they had the numbers to like back it up, so it wasn't like a super unfair advantage. We only had a few more players than they did at the end of the day in the final count. But like a lot of players did drop out at the end of like especially the first game. I think they just weren't prepared for the 2 hour game.
That and it felt like most of the like really experienced players were playing Empire
Fair enough.
because like my whole team was Empire.
Our team was all with like Empire team was basically filled with a lot of like veterans, a lot of guys that had already played before for quite a while. But there were quite a lot of players that were going Rebels. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Rebels is supposed to be the more like financially easy option. You don't have to buy all the camos. You can run whatever it is that you want at the end of the day, which does make it a viable option for beginners. But I think we might do a little bit more of a handicap next time for Rebels, so that way they have more of a chance of actually winning.
Also, maybe I'll just play Rebels because I want to shoot my least favorite manager, Isaias, over here.
Well, there you go. I'm going to have to go ahead and commit murder then. All right, guys. It is now the end of the live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's live stream. I had an absolute blast hanging out with you guys, answering all your lovely questions. Oh, why did I go and hit that? There we go. There. If you guys want to go ahead and get more entries into the shopping spree, you still have a chance. You absolutely still have a chance. Make sure to order yourself the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. You still can get 15 entries into tomorrow's giveaway. And again, it's $1,800 that are on the line, which you don't want to miss out on. You do not want to miss out on. We have a ton of items that are on a deal right now. Shocker deals are back, and these deals are not going to last forever. So make sure that you take advantage now while you can, because the deals, like I said, are not going to last forever. And we got some of your favorite brands on here, like KLI. We got Tokyo Marui. We got Elite Force. Right, we got a lot of the Avalons on there. WeTech. We got so much good stuff on here, which you don't want to miss out on. Not only that, right, we also have a ton of new products available as well. Click on the new products page on our website, and you're going to see a ton of new combos, right? New mystery box that's going to be going live this coming, not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, of the new Sand Viper, the new F90, the magazine, some more combos. Also featuring some P+ packages for the Specna arms as well. Again, just a lot of good stuff on here, which you don't want to miss out on. Guys, it's been absolutely real. Thank you to everyone that tuned in, chose to spend their free time hanging out with the Mayo Gang, and just asking their airsoft questions, just talking airsoft. I had an absolute blast. It means the world to me that you guys choose to tune in every time. So without further ado, I will see you guys all on the next one. Make sure to tune in for tomorrow's stream. My name is Isaias. This has been Sigma.
Have a fantastic Wednesday.
Yes, it's Wednesday. Have a fantastic Wednesday. I'll see you guys all on the next one.